Every time I watch LeBron play, I feel like I leave that game amazed. LeBron is one of the best basketball players to ever play the game of basketball. This guy is 36 years old. He's played over 15 plus seasons in the NBA, and he's averaging 26 points per game, 8 boards per game, and 8 assists per game. What Bron is doing in his age 36 season for the Los Angeles Lakers is unheard of. Imagine being the best player in the NBA at age 36 and still having people critiquing you every night and asking you to do more. Quick question, should LeBron have taken this shot?
James gets it. A double team and Caruso. And he makes the right play here.
He passes it to Caruso. Caruso misses. Caruso appeared open at the time and got a good enough look to get a decent shot off. If your answer is that LeBron should have taken that shot, then how do you feel about this one?
Where's KCP? LeBron to tie. Rebound Kuzma. Kuzma on its.
This shot literally happened the next game. While you can agree or disagree about the quality of the look, one thing you can't do is say that these losses are on LeBron James. And yes, I know he missed the game-winning free throw. Still, the loss is not solely on LeBron James. Since Anthony Davis has gone down, the Los Angeles Lakers have been struggling. How bad has it gotten? In the 4 games since AD's injury, the Lakers have 1 win. That 1 win comes against possibly the worst team in the entire NBA, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And check this out. LA only beat the Timberwolves by 8 points. While Anthony Edwards has all of the potential in the world, he's been struggling from the field. The Lakers let him drop an efficient 28. This video, we have to talk about the dangerous game that LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers are playing. As somebody that loves watching Lakers basketball, I'll be the first to tell you that it's way too early to panic, but there are some red flags that need to be addressed. Before we go any further, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You will not want to miss another Get Like Coop video, and that's facts. If you guys enjoy my content, the chances are you'll probably enjoy my streams. The link to my stream is going to be in the description below. Also in that same description, you'll find the link to my football channel, which is a channel that you guys will definitely want to check out. We have to talk Los Angeles Lakers versus the Washington Wizards. Coming into this game, the Lakers were coming off of one of their worst offensive outings of the entire season. This team shot 39% from the field versus the Miami Heat, and they shot 29% from the three-point line. There's no other way to put it. Those are bad numbers. With that being said, I think it's somewhat fair to expect a team to struggle that's missing 2 or 3 of its top 5 guys. A lot of times, I hear people talk about how important Rudy Gobert is to the Utah Jazz. Well, AD is just as important to the Los Angeles Lakers, if not more important. Anthony Davis brings you Rudy Gobert type defense on the defensive end of the basketball, which is enough to swing a game by itself. But not only does Anthony Davis bring you incredible defense, he's a crafty shot creator that can knock down threes. Imagine if Rudy Gobert was stepping back to the three-point line and scoring the ball in a variety of different ways. While some of what I said is hyperbole, Anthony Davis is that good. AD has set an unreal standard for himself. He hasn't been good this season by his own standard, but when comparing him to the rest of the NBA, he's still one of the best players in the league. Why? Because AD plays both sides of the basketball. He can anchor a defense and change shots and offenses just by his presence on the court, similar to what Rudy Gobert does for the Jazz. I remember a rapper saying, "Their presence is a present." Well, Anthony Davis and his presence are one of the biggest impacts in the basketball world. When the Lakers played the Wizards, Russ had one of his best games of the entire season. Russ is a downhill player who loves to attack. If you're not fast enough, he's going to go right by you. If you're too small, he's going to bully his way to the basket and give your team 2 points the hard way. This is no secret. Teams know Russ loves to attack. Russ and his aggressive mentality was a formula for disaster versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Last season, no AD didn't mean no rim protection. This season, that's a different story. Matthews got the assignment of checking Russ. Early on, Russ got whatever he wanted. Russ was even able to bait Matthews into this foul, which I really couldn't believe. If you get Russell Westbrook to take a contested mid-range jumper, you've done your part. It's a shot he can hit, but you don't want him playing downhill and attacking the basket. Right here, you see the Matthews contest. Russ misses. Job done. That's what you want. What you don't want is Wesley Matthews isolated on an island with Russell Westbrook. Remember earlier we talked about formulas for disaster? Yeah, which brings me to the question, where's the resistance on any of these plays? There's so many times that there's no help or the help is just flat out of position. On this downhill attack, Marc Gasol is literally in no man's land. He's literally not in position to make any type of play. If the ball got passed, he's going to be too late to rotate out to a three-point shooter, and it seemed like he had no interest in trying to make a play to contest the layup. While I do love Marc Gasol and what he brings to a contender, I think the Lakers need to be in the market for another big man. The Lakers have had rumored interest in Mo Bamba and PJ Tucker. I would love to see the Lakers get either of these players, but I also wouldn't mind this team aiming a little higher. I'm not saying go out and try to get a star. I'm saying get somebody that you know is going to come in and immediately make an impact. This Lakers offense produces so many wide open shots. They need impact players that are going to come in, knock down these shots, and take pressure off of LeBron James. The Lakers are 21st in the NBA in three-point percentage at 35.4%. Fun fact, LeBron was extremely hot from the three-point line to start the season, shooting 41.3% from three in his first 21 games. In the next 11, he'd only shoot 24.3% from deep. While it could just be natural regression, part of me wonders if fatigue is setting in at all for LeBron James. You look at LeBron James' minutes, this guy is 7th all time for minutes played. The past 9 games, his minutes have been absurd for a 36-year-old that's coming off of one of the shortest off seasons ever. While LeBron James is LeBron James, at the end of the day, he's only human. You want to make sure this guy is as good as possible come playoff time. The same goes for Anthony Davis. I don't want to see AD return early. I don't want to see AD rushed back. I want to see AD taking his time and making sure he is 100%, because it's clear that this Lakers team needs him in the biggest of ways. I don't think it's a secret that AD is going to be a major key if the Lakers end up matching up with the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets are one of the hottest teams in the NBA right now and only getting hotter. They love to play small. You know who's been on record demolishing small ball? I rest my case. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm Gil like Coop, bringing you the scoop until our next upload.